So to make the perfect gravy, I'm going to show you today what a lot of people struggle with. We're going to roast a joint of beef and then get that in the oven and make the gravy off the back of that. So firstly, what you need to do is score your beef. Just give it a score all the way around, and then what's going to happen is we're going to season it up, and that will, all the seasoning will go inside. And then we've got some mustard powder here, which I'm just going to rub over and massage into the meat. There we go. That's going to bring out a beautiful warm flavour. We've got a roasting tin here. In the bottom of the tin, I'm just going to add some red onions and some garlic, which I'm just going to cut through. And again, when you're making this gravy, this is all going to flavour the juices. This is going to be really, really good. A roasting rack on top of that, and add my beef onto the top of that. Just before you put your, the meat goes in the oven, do make sure you weigh it. This meat is about 1.3 kilo, and it's going to take about an hour and 20 minutes to cook, kind of medium rare, medium. So I'm just going to bang this in the oven. Okay, so my roast has been in for about an hour and 20 minutes. It should be nice, medium rare. Just going to pull this out now. That is looking fantastic. Got a nice caramelisation on there, a nice crust. Plenty of sediment in the bottom of the pan, and that's going to give us fantastic gravy. Okay, so I'm going to remove my roast from the pan, and I'm going to rest it for 20 minutes. Now, this is really, really important. I'm going to put some foil over it, and this relaxes the meat, tenderises the meat, makes it easy to carve, and it just gives a really succulent result. Now we're going to make the gravy. Any oil that you've got left in your pan just needs to be drained off. You can leave a touch in there, but you don't want to make the gravy fatty or oily, so we're just going to pour that off, like that. And then the roasted vegetables, garlic and onions that are in the bottom, they can just be removed. All the flavour will be in the bottom of the tin there anyway. On your stovetop, get the roasting pan over a medium heat, and we're going to start to deglaze with a little bit of stock to get us going and some flour. Just add the flour to the bottom of the pan, stir that around. What's really important is that you cook the flour out, because otherwise you just get a floury taste in the end. So I'm just going to add a little bit of stock now. And we need to get this to boil. As you see, it's starting to come up now. So I just added some wine as well. It's just for another kind of flavour element, but you can just use stock, that's fine. And the flour will thicken, make a beautiful gravy. So I'm just adding more stock and cooking down, adding more stock and cooking down. That's all the stock into the gravy there. You see it's a nice rich consistency. The beef's rested for 20 minutes, and this is the best part about resting it, are the juices that have run out of the beef. So I'm just going to add those to the gravy. Just stir those in. A little bit of salt and pepper in there. So I'm just going to strain the gravy off. I've got a little gravy boat here, and we're pretty much ready to serve. I've got my beef here. I'm just going to take a couple of slices off here. I've just got some broccoli and French beans here. And we're just going to pour over the gravy. The perfect roast gravy. Lovely.